Welcome back to the channel. We are here on April 6th, and this is going to be Draftkings breakdown for April 7th slate, 9-game slate we got going for Wednesday for Hump Day. Nice juicy slate going on. We got some, and I'm looking for a great matchup. Maybe Memphis Atlanta is nice. Utah Phoenix, there you go. Got a nice nightcap between Utah and Phoenix. San Antonio, Denver should be nice. Denver's going to back-to-back. I don't know if they're going to be tired, but they did let Jamal Murray rest for today. He should be ready for Wednesday. That should be a decent matchup. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, it's pretty ugly. So we're looking through this 9-game slate with, not that great of matchups, kind of one-sided affairs, or just straight shit shows, and we need to find value in each and every game. We're going to start with the point guard position, 7K and below. That is the rules. I have one pick that's a little bit over 7K, but that's on FanDuel, but he's cheaper on DraftKings, so he's going to be mainly a DraftKings play. So let's get into it, starting at the point guard position. Derrick Rose at the point guard / shooting guard for DraftKings. You're getting dual eligibility. Derrick Rose is back in the lineup. I gave you him in the last video in a plus matchup going against the Brooklyn Nets, and they needed scoring. So I'm hoping for more minutes for Derrick Rose. Obviously, they are still in the playoff picture if you're looking at the NBA standings right now. Let's go over here, and you're looking at the Eastern Conference. The New York Knicks are in the 8th position. Okay, so they are not secure. They have a 2-game lead, which is very surprising. They have a 2-game lead ahead of Indiana and Chicago Bulls. Bulls are going to make that push. So I don't know if they're going to keep on that pace. One of these teams is going to fall down between Hornets or the New York Knicks and possibly the Boston Celtics. But as long as the Knicks are up there, they're going to need to win games. And they need Derrick Rose. This was a major acquisition for, that's their main star. Besides Randall, they can have Derrick Rose as a main star, providing a lot of offense for the New York Knicks. 6 for 14 shooting, good performance against Brooklyn. We need a little bit more, and he's only at 4,800. They didn't raise his price, so if he gets you a 30 bomb, which is very possible against Boston, who's been struggling all season long, they got all this talent and they cannot put it together. Derrick Rose is a solid play at 4,800 at point guard. Next, we're going with Terrence Ross for Orlando in this very high up-tempo, high-scoring affair between the Washington Wizards and the Orlando Magic. Terrence Ross at 6,400 is too cheap. They obviously are lowering his price. He was 7K, but now since it's just like his team now, going to be providing a lot of offense. You've seen it, 18 shots taken against Denver. I see a very similar path for him against the Washington Wizards, who don't play defense as well. If he's knocking down more of those shots, he only shot 38%. So if he's knocking down those shots, that was an easy 40 bomb that he just gave away. And you're getting him at 6,400. So take advantage of this price. He's going to get a ton of usage and a ton of shots. Terrence Ross, get him before he is gone. At 6,400. Next guy we're going to go with is Will Barton on the Denver Nuggets. I told you with the Nuggets on a back-to-back, they are a lot of mouths to feed on this team now since the acquisition of Aaron Gordon. And now Will Barton is still a starter, getting a ton of minutes here, 35, 35, 33, 32, 37, just consistency. And if he's knocking down the shots, because he's going to get at least double-digit shots in each and every game. If he's knocking down those shots, getting you peripherals like the assists and rebounds, then you're looking at a good, positive player to have in your lineups as a staple. Somewhere in that 5K range, you get you 30 DK. You're going to need that to solidify your lineups, and then you can pay up in other spots. So I really like Will Barton, Will Thrill, if you want to say that as well, at 5,400 going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Next is going to be Denny Advija, the rookie. Is really getting acclimated to the NBA scene. This man has a ton of talent. Coming from Israel, has a nice game. It got you a double-double. So you benefited if you listen to my advice. 4,800 got you 12 points, 10 rebounds, 1 block, 1 assist. I'm hoping for a similar outcome, knocking down those threes. Get those rebounds, man. You're a big man for a reason, and they need you because they're kind of small now with those injuries that they got. Denny Avdija is stepping up, and I like him at this 5K price for now. Because if he goes higher than this, like 55, 6K, then you got to wait again. Take advantage of him right here at this price point, going up against the Orlando Magic, which is a positive game script for him that he can take advantage of. Next is going to be Wendell Carter for the center position in Orlando. I'm staying in this game because there's a ton of talent on both sides to really take advantage of. It's very, very unfortunate that Mo Bamba is not getting the minutes, and he's still a backup center, which he shouldn't be a backup center at all in the NBA. Now he's a backup center for Wendell Carter. He was a backup center for Nikola Vucevic. So since they're not giving him minutes and they're giving Wendell Carter minutes, you see the production. 41 DK against New Orleans, 40 DK against Utah, and then 40 DK against Denver. That's 3 in a row. That's absolutely insane. They raised his price all the way to 6,000. At this pace, he is going to be a 7K center. If he continues to perform like this, then yeah, why not? And against Washington, who it was a smaller team now since Tomas Bryant is out. Roy Huchimura is kind of like out of his element a little bit. He's mainly a power forward. Wendell Carter Jr. can definitely exploit down low. And then last but not least, give you a bonus guy to have is Keldon Johnson at the power forward position. 27 minutes, 31 minutes, 27. Consistency, this rookie is getting minutes because they have given up on their veterans, and they're going with a youth movement in San Antonio. And it's looking like Keldon's getting back to the early season. Keldon Johnson coming back from injury. This is better now. He's got back-to-back games with a double-double. So I'm expecting that again going up against Denver. They're going to need his youth, his athleticism to contend with Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. and the bigs that they have for Denver. Keldon Johnson is going to be a huge key. It's just stay out of foul trouble. You really don't have that problem anyway, but the scoring should be there, the rebound should be there, and I like him at 5,600 in an up-tempo game going up against Denver, who might be running a little bit sluggish because they're on a back-to-back. So Keldon Johnson at 5,600 is my bonus play. Let's go to FanDuel and just compare the prices of the guys I just gave you. You're getting $300 cheaper Keldon Johnson on FanDuel. I like him on both sites. Wendell Carter Jr., you're getting him at 7K. This is what I was foreshadowing at the beginning of the video. Wendell Carter is 7,300. Stay away from him here. No, not stay away. You can play him, but he's mainly a DraftKings play because you get him $1,300 cheaper. Next is going to be Denny Avdija, who is at 4,300 compared to 51. So I really like Denny Avdija on FanDuel at that nice cheap price. And then Will Barton at 5,800. It's more expensive on FanDuel. He's 54 on DraftKings, so I like him on DraftKings more. Terrence Ross is just a little bit more expensive on FanDuel, just $200, but either or, he is good on both sides because the volume is there. He's become the number one provider on that offense. And then last but not least is going to be Derrick Rose, just a little more expensive on FanDuel at 5,300, viable for both sites at this price. Let me know how you feel about today's core. I think this one is the best that we had in a while. We got some very high upside players in very, very good matchups. So that's what we're going to look for tomorrow. Stay tuned for the news because things can change at a moment's notice. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessNessJustD, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Peace out.